Alright friends, welcome back to the All Bodies on Bikes YouTube channel. This is Marley, one of your co-founders, and today we are going to be talking about pedals. Primarily flat pedals and clipless pedals that you see here on my bicycle, and why you might choose one or the other. So let's start with flat pedals because they are simpler. I run flat pedals on my cargo bicycle and on my just like around town errand bike. I really love them. These are just some Shimano, I forget what specific they are. These are the Shimano PD GR 500, but they make pedals in all sorts of materials, nylon, plastic, this is metal, for different purposes, and they come in all sorts of price ranges, like most other bike things, ranging from like $5 all the way up to a couple $100. And what you're paying for there in the difference is just the quality of the construction. The part of your pedal that's going to wear out is in here, it's the bearings, and so a more expensive pedal will hopefully last you longer and be a little bit more stable. You'll also notice that these pedals have little, it's kind of hard to see, but little pins that are grippy, and you can actually use a tool to dial these in or out depending on the level of grippiness that you want, but I find these to be absolutely perfect for basically whatever shoe I'm wearing, whether it's sneakers or flats or boots. You know, the pins help hold my feet in place even when it's wet outside, and they just provide a really solid platform for riding your bike. Don't mind the self-tanner on my hand. I had a little fun with the self-tanner experiment and clearly should not be let play with cosmetics, only bike parts. Anyway, flat pedals are great for all levels, all sizes, all weights, and all abilities, actually, because you basically put your foot on and it stays on. You take your foot off and it's off, and you can just put your feet on the ground. So those are flat pedals, pretty simple, and I think what most of us are pretty familiar with. Moving on to clipless pedals. The name, you might hear them called clip pedals or clipless or cleats. There's a million different names for them, but basically the whole thing is your shoe will have this little cleat that then attaches to the pedal. I've never actually tried it this way, but usually my whole body force would be on here. So this is not a good demonstration. Okay, there we go. You can see I had to use quite a bit of force to get that onto there. But you can see, you know, the pedal is the shoe and your leg is attached to the pedal, which means that the reason people use these is you get force on both the upstroke and the downstroke because your foot is attached the entire time. One of the downsides of them, and you might hear people talking about this, is like, oh, I couldn't get unclipped in time at the stop sign and I fell over. Sure enough, when you pull up to a stop sign or you're getting ready to stop your bike, you need to detach your bike or detach your foot from the pedal and put your foot down. It sounds really intimidating. Once you get the hang of it, it's not bad, but you absolutely do not need to wear clips or clipless pedals to be an efficient cyclist. Some people just prefer them. I'm not going to get too much into the mechanics of them, of how they work, but basically you can adjust the tension on here. I've got mine set pretty tight because I ride my bike pretty hard and I don't want my feet coming out at random times. One of the major, I guess, downsides to wearing clipless pedals is, or to using clipless pedals is, you're stuck with whatever shoes you've got unless you brought a change of shoes. So, you know, if you go to the grocery store or you go to a coffee shop, you will be that person clacking around. There are multiple styles of clip-on pedals and clipless and cleats that are more recessed into the shoe and a more casual looking shoe. This is very obviously a biking shoe, but there are lots of shoes that have the cleats that don't look like cycling shoes. They look like casual shoes, so don't let the look of this shoe put you off of it. I would say, you know, if you're trying to learn how to do it, put your bike against like a door frame and practice the motion of clicking in and clicking out. And really it should just be like a flick of your ankle or a flick of your heel, and once you get used to that, then go on the street. Whatever pedal choice you go with, whether it's flats or clip-ins, I hope you enjoy your bike ride and have a lot of fun with it, doing whatever way you do it.